Hello everyone, welcome back. We are back with another game today, Frostpunk 2. Original Frostpunk is one of my all-time favorite games, both due to its challenging nature and narrative. It's a game full of difficult choices and consequences, so here we are, exploring its highly anticipated sequel. I've only played about an hour of it prior to recording, just to make sure that everything runs okay with the recording, and have a quick pick at how things work. So we have the story mode and the Utopia builder. We're going to start with the story. And by the looks of it, we have a prologue and 5 chapters, which unlock sequentially. They came upon the old machine, as they always do, and when the whiteout hits, they must survive. So the game suggests that if this is your very first time playing a Frostpunk game, start with Citizen difficulty. If you played Frostpunk before, meaning the first one, start from Officer. Do not go higher as your first playthrough. As I mentioned before, this game is extremely unforgiving. So we're gonna go with the Officer difficulty just so we have a good amount of challenge. In 1887, the world froze to death. Civilizations crumbled. The failing British Empire built generators to support cities of evacuees. Cities that would become the last on Earth. Whether huddled by a generator or out in the open frostland, those that survived were saved by the ordeal. 30 years later, all became very different people. So this takes place 30 years after the original Frostpunk. The legacy of New London.
Captain. Can you hear us? Captain!
Do you hear us?
A generation ago, we fled the crumbling British Empire as the world froze around us. I held New London together. United, we survived 30 years of whiteouts. But the world around us is dead. Empty.
Ripe for taking. The city falls.
Vestas.
Merely surviving is not enough. We have to expand. After all, it's us who survived the end of the world. It's us who survived.
Yes.
Now that's quite the intro. So from what I gather, that old man was the captain, the unnamed character which used to be us on Frostpunk 1. The Wanderers. We've been roaming the frozen desert for years. Many of us do not remember a world before the Great Frost. Now, another whiteout is coming, and again we've reached the old machine. Again, we will rely on its furnace to provide heat through the storm. In the past, we've always made sure there were enough supplies for the next whiteout, but our numbers have grown through the years. Providing for everyone is getting harder and harder. We must survive. The graphics are amazing, I have to admit. The light, the frost, the reflection. And that's the dreadnought, or the wagons of it. Okay, fight the cold. The old dreadnought remains in pieces under layers of snow, but the scattered wagons still have resources inside. First, we must break ice to reach one of the oil wagons and construct an extraction district to use. Then, we can turn on the dreadnought furnace to heat us. We will restart the furnace. Okay, let's get started. Week 1, Day 2. We have 88 weeks to survive the whiteout. Fight the cold. First break to an oil wagon and construct an extraction district, that's our first objective, and turn on the furnace in the dreadnought wreck to provide heat. Cool. Now, if we press left alt, we can see an overlay of where resources are. So here we have oil, prefabs, cell colony for food, oil, construction. So there's a lot of new resources in the game at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to select Frostbreak. And the first thing we want is oil. So we're going to break the ice. We have to choose 8 tiles, as you see, 2 out of 8, to make this district. Let's unpause the game, go on double speed. And those vehicles will come out and start digging this out. Now we have scraps, which is a type of currency, prefabs, which we use to make buildings, and here is our demands. So at the moment, we have no heat and we require 20. Oil will be our fuel for the heat. We are missing 35 shelters and 60 food to keep all of our people fed. So let's go on districts. We have 3 districts available at the moment: housing district, food district, and extraction district. We want to extract those resources, so we're going to build a construction district. Now, every district we make has requirements, and those requirements are very specific. So to build this, we need 150 workforce. If we look up here, we have a population of 3,000, and out of which 65% of it is our available workforce, so a little under 2,000. We need prefabs. We have 750, and we don't have any income of those, so we need to be careful because they are finite. Scraps, because it's our currency, and it requires 20 heat and 20 materials to keep producing. As a result, this will generate 20 prefabs a week, 150 materials, or 60 oil. So the way I understand it is it will provide one of those depending on where you place it. And since this will be an oil distillery pretty much, it will give us 60 oil a week. So we need to start from where the little icon is for the oil wagon, and then we need to select another 2 tiles to make part of this district. So I'm just gonna do it over here. Instead of micromanaging and building every building ourselves, we work with districts, which is an interesting take because we go from the micromanagement of the old game to the macromanagement of the sequel. Cold is bad, so we have the 4 things. So we have hunger, disease, cold, and squalor. So each of our resources have an effect on this. So for example, when we cannot feed our people, their diseases, they become more hungry, and discontent raises, and I think they also, yes, they have more chances to become sick. Oil. As the thick black liquid oozes through the pipes, our people rejoice. The carcass of this old machine is a testament to the hardships that made us, but more importantly, it's our haven in the storm. It has allowed us to weather many whiteouts, and it will do so again. We have oil. We can turn on the furnace. Select the Dreadnought Wreck to access furnace control. Once turned on, the Dreadnought's furnace will automatically convert oil into heat. Okay, so this is ready. We can see that it produces 60 oil and needs 20 heat, which we don't have, and 20 materials, which we also do not have. So let's select the Dreadnought and then generator and say turn on generator. So at the moment we are using, I'll explain a second. Provide basic infrastructure. The furnace is on. We have enough oil to cover current needs, but the cold will still affect our people until they have a proper shelter. Housing will be best protected from the cold if built in close proximity to other housing or the furnace itself. However, we'll need prefabricated parts for construction. We brought some with us. The rest we need to extract from the wagon wreckages. So, at the moment, we have 40 available heat. So that's how much we can accommodate. And that includes that 20 that we're gonna place over here. So, first break to construction wagon and build an extraction district to provide prefabs. Okay. So we have some prefabs down here and more oil here. I want to unlock both of them. So I will do this. And tick. Now, frost breaking has a cost. It costs 300 workforce and 30 scraps. So everything has a price. We also need to build 2 housing districts and place the housing districts next to each other or the furnace to reduce heat demand. So, now that this is free, I'm going to dig around here because I want to set the districts over there. We have 680 prefabs, so I'm okay on prefabs for just a moment. Yes. So let's make a housing district here. So 3 of the tiles need to be near the generator or next to each other, based on what it said. And another 3, which will be the extension over here. Next, I will put another extraction down here just to capture this construction wagon. And get a few more prefabs, because the last thing we want is to run out of prefabs. And soon we will need to deal with food as well. Okay, so that housing district is ready. If we put it up here, it will chain and it will be the same, or we can go down here and utilize this area. We're gonna do this one. I still have available people. I'm okay on resources. And cold is getting here. I have a little bit of time before it gets colder. Okay. So shelter is going up. So a basic district gives us 15. Not too bad. So we need another 2 districts really, not just 1. Gain access to food. We have established some heat and shelter for our people. We must now turn our attention to the incoming whiteout. First, we must first break to the small patches of fertile soil suitable for growing food. Then we must store it in an easily accessible depot. We must move quickly so no one starves. Okay. Huddle the camp close together, easier to trap the warmth. Enough. So food. There is food here. There is food here. Here and here and here, but these ones are all finite. 18k, 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 and this has 400,000. So this is ultimately we want to tap all the other ones and get down to this. How are we going to get there? So first break, I can start digging here directly and go to the soil, or I can go down. Okay, We're gonna dig on this side and start tapping those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do want to go back to get those materials as well because we have a negative. Okay. Things are happening. Speed up a little bit. Food district. You need heat and materials. And you produce 45 food or 80. I'm not sure how you get the 80, but let's find out. I guess it depends on the source. So let's put those here and here. And continue excavating. Like that. More materials. I want the food, so I want to start making my way here. I'm still okay on workforce for the time being. We have sick and injured. Okay. It's because we do not have enough salt. Prepare for the whiteout. We secured our immediate survival. Now we have to stockpile as much food as we can before the whiteout forces us to take shelter. To do that, we need to produce more food than our current demand. Okay. So we need to stockpile 40,000 food in 67 weeks. Okay. So this is ready. Now we have emergency shifts which will increase production and drop trust. Trust is our hope. If that goes too bad, we're gone. We're cake. So we're gonna go with emergency shifts. I'm not even gonna question it. That's fine. And this will produce 56. Okay? It's a little bit extra, but it's necessary. Continue digging. So we want an extraction district here to get materials, and we want to get that food. Yeah, let's unlock both. Should be able to get pretty close. Any other notifications or events? Now, we have insufficient heat. If we go here and push this production a little bit, it will give us just a little bit of extra heat to keep us going. Just need to keep a very close eye on this. We will be able to balance these things out in a minute. Final kennel, 42, gardener. Pouring sand in his hands. We've been here so many times. The soil is depleting. A couple more and there will be no point. Erecting the hot houses, there will be nothing to grow food on. And the yield is so low. Either we pull emergency shift or tighten our belts. Otherwise, there might be not enough for everyone. We might not be able to fill food stockpiles without exceptional measures. Consider asking the Wanderers to tighten belts or install emergency shifts in food districts. So we put the emergency shifts. Or to tighten their belts, we go down here where we have our groups. So here are our Wanderers. And then we can tell them the Wanderers will ration their food to save more for the whiteout, intentionally going hungry so there is more for later. Hunger is significantly increased, but food demand per capita is decreased, which will give us a good surplus. That's just scraps, and that's to balance our relationship. Do you impact anything else? No, it's just the hunger. What do you affect? The demand, yes. High hunger increases disease, tension, and reduces population growth. That's fine. They can survive. Tighten your belts, and just keeping a very close eye on this. We are producing enough materials, which is good. If we want to free up some people, some workforce, we can decrease this slider, which will decrease the cost of it as well, and how much it produces, and the people it utilizes. But we do need that. And what we should do, while they're still digging these, let's make our way down here. We have prefabs, so that's okay. I do want to make another housing district, but we need heat first. So, I didn't dig this one yet. Okay. Housing district first. And I need to dig. That's a bummer. Do we want more prefabs or materials yet? No, we're okay. Okay. Start digging. Hunger we can survive. Starvation? No. So, food district. You guys go there. We're digging this and this. And this. You guys go do that. So, with the rate we're stockpiling, it's gonna take us 631 weeks, which is definitely not enough. We're stockpiling 9 a day. Okay. So is it? So this will give us another 50, which is good. I do want to push you. You will only give me another almost 12. It's better to make another district than do that. So, are they done digging? Yes. Okay, put another extraction one here. Build this. And let's do another housing yet. Food first. Okay. Tria Cleckhorn, 63 seamstress. So others may leave. My knees ache, and my fingers are so stiff. I can't hold the needle anymore. I've lived a full life. It warms my heart to see little Betty and Jacob play by the evening fire. But maybe this is it. I've talked with the other elders. If it comes to, we will go. I won't let my grandchildren starve. Some people are ready to sacrifice themselves to lower the food required. We won't go down that path. Not unless we're super desperate. Break those. This is almost depleted, so that will free up some stuff. Now, we need a little bit more heating. What we can also do is we can use the overdrive, which will give us just enough. Almost another 30. Speed this up for a sec. So you're ready. Another food district here, which should be okay. And I have another 500 people. Yep, this is going okay. We might just make it. You are done, so let's demolish here. We'll free up some stuff and use this. And again, I keep forgetting to dig this stuff. I messed up over there with just that single one. We have a few sick, that's okay. Housing. Yes, yes, yes. So we have the 3. And we're expanding this way. I'm gonna need more prefabs. Prefabs than here. Oh yes, and we want the seal colony too. So, more food here. So go down this way, open this. So this is gone. Food is getting there. We need 50 weeks. Okay, so with one more, we're gonna have just enough. Okay. Now we have a good surplus of oil, so I'm gonna stop this. And I'm also going to stop the overdrive. We don't need it. So we have another 15 fuel. Is the conversion 1-to-1? You use 105 to produce. Okay, so it's 1-to-2, so that's another 30 heat. So when this is done, this will go. So I got the side of seals. Seals! I can't believe my eyes. We haven't seen them since before the Great Frost. How did they survive? There is enough meat there to feed everybody. We are saved. But should we slay them if the Lord spared them for from the end of the world too. The silk colonies can supplement our food production. Pause. Now we don't have enough oil. Why? Are those districts costing too much? You need 40. Okay, and another 20 because the temperature went down. Okay, so adjusting neighbors cancel each other out, so that's minus 40. Okay. So if I really need it, I can push that. What does this say? Place a food district in the Silk Colony. We're gonna do that. And there's another oil thing here. Oh, but I need that first. Go back. Give me the prefabs, otherwise I won't be able to do anything. How much do I need? I need 70 prefab. That should be enough. And if I do this for food, that's 140. Ooh, I cannot do both. I need to wait. What do we have here? Food depots. Preserving food for the whiteout. Our stores are almost full, but we still need more for the whiteout. We need secure depots that can house our rations during the months of the whiteout. Build food stockpile hubs to increase the stockpile capacity of food. Did we reach the capacity? So our capacity is 10,000. We still have a little bit. And those are here. That's the only hub we have. You want a lot of prefab and give me 15k, so I will need 2 of them. What does it say? Proximity workforce demand in neighboring food district is decreased. Ah, that's good. Okay. Good to know. A mysterious symbol, the Captain's Legacy. One of our frost-breaking crews uncovered the frozen remains of a man in a tattered uniform. His shoulder pad reads New London Scout, 3rd Platoon, and he bears an obscure insignia. Some of our elders claim it belongs to a military organization, while others argue it has a religious significance. Maybe you've heard of this New London before and can settle their debate. That saves part of the game later, from what I understand, but also is a callback to the original game, because you can either rule with order or fate. For this playthrough, we're gonna go with order. New London is a city of discipline that follows strong leadership, and where militant squads keep the peace. This will create a continuity in which New London has embraced order to survive. I can push the food more, but build this, so we have that. And with the remaining stuff, I can grab that if needed. Keep digging and release this and make some space here. Things are still super cold, so when I push you, ooh, that's a big hit, and you take it up to 75. It's not enough. Do I want this here? Do I want this on food? So you go back. I would much rather do it on food, which will get us much closer. And will deplete this faster. So you will be depleted in 39 weeks, you will be depleted in 18 weeks. Okay, good. People are surviving for now, so happy times. We can make another food district here. Can I do anything here to decrease? Yes, I actually can. I can decrease the demand a little bit if I decrease the housing. So I have 10 extra. I don't need 10, so let's take it there. Will give me just a little bit more. We need the oil, so build that. Lack of prefabs. No resources for further construction. We don't have enough prefabricated components, making further construction impossible. There may be some prefabs left in one of the construction wagons. If not, we can try to salvage prefabs by demolishing one of the existing districts or hubs. Up. This is full. We have a problem. We need to have a problem. This is almost ready. Do I want to cancel that for now? Yes. Give me that. Did they cancel it? 3 weeks. I'm losing 3 weeks of collecting. That's bad. You, if I push you, they'll kick me out. So, remove that. Give me a little bit of a buffer. Use this. How much do I need? 80. There you go. Food stockpile, and this will save me some workers from here. Very good. Okay. I have 58. I need 140. Just gonna keep it for a minute. The whiteout draws near. A sacrifice. People in the camp are getting tense. They worry we won't gather enough food in time. Our hunters blame us for ignoring the Seal colony and claim they would have been able to provide enough food for everyone. It's too late for that now. I wasn't going to slaughter them anyway. Many elders have volunteered to walk into the Frostland rather than being a burden on our resources. Their sacrifice would significantly reduce the rations we need for the whiteout. What should we do? Don't resort to extremes. We do not need extremes. So we're missing a little bit of heat, which we can offset with an overdrive for now. There you go. It's probably too much, but that's okay. Give me more prefab. Yes. And do I have any overtime on this stuff? No. We will be very close. We might not make it just for a bit. So we can put a food one here. There you go. So now that we have enough, remove that. You're fine. You have 30 weeks left. You have 33 weeks left. Push this. And go. Sick people, that's okay. You are fine. You are fine. I just need to keep a close eye on this. So when this is done, we will be able to turn off the generator. Actually, let's turn it off at 60%. This is almost done. Where are we going? Good. Oh, we need another one of those storage places. Food stockpiles. It doesn't matter what it is really, but there you go. Ah, you're done, so reconstruct you. You're fine. You will be almost done in a second. Ew, this will be super tight. And you are done as well, so remove 13, so that will be extra tight. Push that. Exactly at the same time. We don't have a choice. Push it all. 9 weeks. Yep. That's all we can do. Okay, now it's a waiting game. 4 weeks left. This will run out soon, but we're okay. Whew. Food secured. We did it. We secured enough food to survive the incoming whiteout. Our workers will make some last-minute preparations before the storm arrives. We should try and keep our people warm for this time. We will survive. Yes, we will. The whiteout is here. The preparations are over. Against all odds, the Wanderers' survival. When the whiteout hit the camp, the Wanderers were ready. Everyone was thankful we acted fast and gathered enough food in time. The miracle of the Silk Colony strengthened our hope that our journey will lead to a promised land. Our elders have added this story to our great tales, alongside warnings about a sinful city that still pumps smoke into the sky. We survived. We survived the end of the world. Now what? The old captain is dead. New London is weak. Food is low, or population loses. Coal is running out. People yearn for a future worth dreaming of, but is it the same future for all? Keep the city together? Or hold its hand on its deathbed? Damn, that's a strong quote. Chapter 1. Scrapping the barrel.